Okay, we're doing the 30 minutes Yogis choice with a 5-minute Shavasana option. And I got my mom here. Yay! Hey, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna start in a child's pose. So you can do wide-legged, preferably, for me at least. Do what feels good for you. And just extend out and take a couple breaths there to really get into the pose and feel your breath. Maybe walk your arms out a little bit further, really stretch them out. And take a couple more breaths here. And bring your hands to the left side of your mat. Maybe just walk them over. Get a nice little side body stretch. Take a couple breaths there and then walk them to the right side of your mat. Then we're gonna come up onto all fours and do a couple cat-cows when you feel ready. I got kind of a sore back, so I think some back stretches sound good. Breathe with your breath. Maybe even bend deeper into it. You can even roll your shoulders, roll your legs. Even pause somewhere if it feels good. And maybe even rotate the other direction too. And from here, we're gonna find ourselves facing down on the mat. So bring your feet down and just maybe slowly go from a knee push up down to the ground. So face down to your mat. Maybe we'll do a little cobra pose. So bringing your face up. Just feel that in your lower back and back down. And do that one more time. Back up. And down. And I'm going to do a wide armed cobra as well. So bring your arms a little bit further out. So further out in front of you to your left and right. And kind of bend back upwards. And back down. Now bring your left foot into kind of a frog position. So left leg out to your left side, left foot to the ground still. Just kind of lay into that. You could put your right side of your face down to your mat if that feels good too. Do the same on the right side, so bring into a frog type position on the right side. So bring your left foot back and right foot out into that frog position. Laying frog at least. And then bring your foot back in or leg back in. And from here, we're going to push yourself up into a downward facing dog. First down of today for me at least. Me too. You too. I'm just gonna stretch it out. Maybe pedal each foot out. Maybe even raise one to the sky. I always do my left and then my right, but whatever feels good. Maybe even bend it out. And we'll do the same to the other side. Maybe we'll even flip our dog. And back. And let's flip the dog in the other direction. Oh, good. Good. Perfect. And let's find ourselves back on the mat. And let's go from our down into a plank pose. And let's hold it here for a little bit to feel a little burn. Okay, and then we're gonna take our right foot up to our right hand into lizard pose. So you're gonna want your hands inside and your foot on the outside of your hands. Perfect. I really like to bend into that. You can even drop your knee if you wanted. There we go. And let's kind of curl over our foot onto the side and just get even deeper if it feels okay. Gently flipping that back over, hand down to the mat. Let's find ourselves back into our plank pose so we can lift our knee and foot back. And then we're gonna find a lizard pose on the other side, so left foot to left hand. And bend into that for a moment. And drop your knee. And possibly kind of bending over onto the side of your foot and pushing that knee out if it feels good. Otherwise, just stay in space, in place.
And space.
Yeah, and space.
Sound effects are bonus.
I know. Okay, let's place that foot back in place if you had it curved over. And let's go back into our plank pose. A couple more seconds of some burn there. And let's do a chaturanga high to low plank. Let's do an upward and downward. Perfect. Okay, so let's take our right foot in between our hands and just find a low lunge. That's a lunge, right? Yep. Yeah. And just kind of bend into it. And then maybe drop your left kneecap to the ground. And let's turn this into a half split.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Feels good. Coming down into a full split from here. If you feel it in you, or if you want to try going a little bit further. I used to be able to.
That's pretty good.
Sorry. I need some blocks. All right. Hard to find a graceful transition from here, but I like to just kind of inch my way back in and slide the foot. And let's go back into just all fours from here. Maybe even into a child's pose. back onto all fours. And we're gonna go back into a plank. And from plank, place your foot in between your hands into a low lunge on the other side. And then drop that back knee. And let's find a half split on the other side. Maybe moving into a full split. Just inch it forward is the easiest way for myself.
It's very zen here.
It's passionate. From here, let's scoot our legs back to find each other. All fours. There we go. And maybe just kind of rotate it out a little bit. Get it back loosey-goosey. Couple rotations each way. And from here, let's find another deep stretch. Let's go into a Malasana squat. So bringing your feet, let's do a wide-legged one with your hands in between, wide leg, and bend into it. I like to do a little prayer pose to even make my legs go a little bit wider out, further out. Option to place a hand onto your mat in between and reach your left hand up, right hand to the mat. And you could go further if you want to find a bind behind your back and reach that bottom hand on the outside of your leg. So, this one from here and outside.
Okay.
Yeah, you work towards it. Here we go. And both hands down to the mat. Let's try lifting the right hand on the other side. Option to bind if you feel like it. Not feeling that flexible today on that side. Feels tight. And back into prayer pose. And let's place our hands down and go back into a down dog. And walk your feet out. Stretch it out a few. And let's find our way into a pigeon pose. So right foot up, left, and place it behind your hands at a 90-degree angle. And then walk your hands back a little bit to really lift it, and then walk your hands back down to really get into a deeper version of it. back up onto your hands. And let's find our way back into a downward facing dog. Let's stretch that out, yeah. And let's do the same to the other side. So left foot up and down at a 90-degree angle behind your wrist. And then we're gonna back it up a few. Ooh, it's getting dark. And walk your hands down into that lower pigeon. Just turn a little light on so don't be alarmed. And we're gonna walk our way back up. And from here, this time we're actually gonna swing our right foot forward and come into a seated staff pose. The legs out in front of you. And from here, we're gonna go into a forward fold. We're gonna stretch it out. So you can take a deep breath in and reach up and out towards your feet. Hold for a few seconds there. Take some deep breaths. Slide your hands up your legs. Take a breath. And one more breath, reach up. And reach. Take a couple breaths here. Back down to your side, and we're actually going to place our hands at our hips, and I forget what it's called. We're gonna bend upwards. There we go. With your feet to the ground, and you can relax your neck back and back down. And let's find a boat pose from here. So feet up. You can hold behind your calves, or you can bend or straight leg up. Let's hold it here for about 30 seconds if you can. And release down to your mat slowly, and keep your feet off your mat and completely release. So get cozy into your final Shavasana here. The feet out wide. Relax your arms. Relax your mind. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Slow your breath here. Relax your eyes. Relax your nostrils. Relax your mouth. Relax your tongue. Take a couple deep breaths here. Relax your cheeks and your jaw. Relax any tension in your facial area. Relax the corners of your mouth. Relax your chin, your neck muscles. Relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulder joints. Relax your upper arms. Relax your elbows. Relax your hands and all your fingertips, your little pinky, your ring finger. Relax your middle finger, your pointer. Relax your thumb. Pay attention to this calming feeling. Pay attention to your breath. State of calmness that you're in right now. Relax your glutes. Relax your chest muscles. Relax your stomach and navel region. Relax your thighs. Relax your kneecaps. Relax your ankles. Relax your feet. Relax each toe and each toe joint. Starting with your big toe, working your way all the way to your pinky. Relax everything, each point from your forehead all the way to your toes. Take a couple breaths here and roll over to your right side when it feels right. And find yourself in a seated position when possible. Thanks for joining. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.